All right, how would you all like to make some history? Well, that's what we are going to do. We are going to do something that has not been done in modern history, and that is put together a grassroots movement which takes on and defeats the political and economic establishment of this country. I think all over this country, people are saying, enough is enough. You know, I don't think it is a radical idea to suggest that maybe, just maybe, we have a government that represents the middle class and working families rather than billionaires and corporate America. And as Wayne just said, you know, what goes on politically in this country is the rich get richer and everybody else gets poorer, and then people get disillusioned. And they say, you know, I can't afford to send my kids to college. I'm working 2 or 3 jobs. I don't have any health insurance. I'm worried about climate change. What are these guys in Washington doing? I'm not going to vote. That's the wrong answer. The right answer is that we come together and we change the system. The right answer is that we don't allow them to divide us up if we're black or we're white or we're gay or we're straight, man or a woman, born in this country, not born in this country. Our job is to stand together and to fight for an agenda that works for all people and not just a handful. Now, I don't know about you, but it strikes me as a little bit strange that in the wealthiest country in the history of the world, we have the highest rate of childhood poverty. Strikes me as a little bit weird that in America today we have more income and wealth inequality than any other major country on earth, where the top 1/10 of 1% owns almost as much wealth as the bottom 90%. Strikes me as a little bit weird that in Iowa and Vermont we got people working 2 or 3 jobs, 50, 60 hours a week, and yet 58% of all new income is going to the top 1%. Strikes me as a little bit weird that in this country we have more people in jail, disproportionately African American and Hispanic, more people in jail than any other country on earth. Millions of lives being destroyed, some of them for nonviolent crimes. Seems to me, maybe it makes more sense for us to invest in education and jobs rather than jails and incarceration. Seems a little bit strange to me that in the wealthiest nation in the history of the world, which is what we are today, we are the only major country that doesn't guarantee health care to all people as a right. seems a little bit strange to me that when my Republican colleagues talk about family values, what they're really talking about is saying that women should not be able to control their own bodies. And what they're talking about when they talk about their family values is that our gay brothers and sisters should not be able to get married. Well, my wife and I, Jane is here someplace, there she is. We've got 4 kids and 7 grandchildren. We have a different set of family values. How about a family value that says the United States joins the rest of the world in providing paid family and medical leave? How's that? How about a family value that says when you get old, you don't have to live on $11,000 or $12,000 Social Security? Maybe we raise and expand Social Security benefits. How's that? And how about as a family value, maybe we tell the drug companies to stop ripping off the American people? I want to see this country have the strongest, most vibrant democracy in the world. I don't want to see us have voter turnouts as we did a year ago, when 63% of Americans didn't vote, 80% of young people didn't vote. That's not what American democracy should be about. So what we are going to do is end voter suppression. We are going to make it easier for people to vote, not harder. And the other thing that we're going to do as we restore real democracy to this country, we're going to overturn this disastrous Citizens United Supreme Court decision. Now, I am very proud, I really am, to tell you that we are one of the very few major presidential campaigns that does not have a super PAC. I don't have a super PAC because I don't represent the billionaire class or corporate America. And what I am immensely proud to tell you, I want you to hear this. We have received more individual campaign contributions at this point in the campaign than any campaign in American history. We are running. Thank you. We are running a people's campaign. And the experiment here, and it's an interesting experiment, we don't know the results yet, but here's the experiment. What the pundits say, what the political scientists say, all these guys who study the issue say, they say you can't run a winning campaign unless you have a super PAC and you allow billionaires and millionaires to contribute. That's right. Well, you captured my sentiment exactly. I won't use the word, but I think you got it. What we are saying is that when millions of people come together trying to reclaim their government, we can, in fact, do extraordinary things for America. But let me just tell you something, and I'll tell you something that no other candidate for president will tell you. No president, not Bernie Sanders, not anybody else, can do it alone. And this is the reason why. The reason why is that the people who have power in this country, people in corporate America, people in Wall Street, the Koch brothers, the huge campaign contributors, they by and large, the corporate media, these guys by and large determine what happens in America. And no president, not the best intention in the world, can change that by himself or herself. What we need and what makes this campaign different than any others, yeah, I want you to vote for me. Yeah, I want you to help me win here in Iowa. I want you to help me win the Democratic nomination. But I will need your help the day after the election. And I mean it. Those aren't just words. In other words, look, one of the things that we are talking about, I want you to picture this. One of the things that we are talking about, we're saying something that's pretty commonsensical. This is the year 2015. A college degree today is more or less the equivalent of what a high school degree was, say, 50 or 60 years ago, right? Okay, in other words, 50, 60 years ago, you had a high school degree, you can go out, you can get a job, you can take care of your family. Today, by and large, you need that college degree. So what seems sensible to me is that when we think of public education, we have to expand that concept beyond the 12th grade. Which is why I am fighting to make public colleges and universities tuition free. And why we are also going to substantially lower interest rates on student debt. But here's the point. The point is, all over America, people think it's a pretty good idea, but it's an expensive idea. It truly is. Now, how are we going to raise the money? I'll tell you how we're going to raise the money and why I need your help to make this happen. We're going to put a speculation tax on Wall Street. Now, Wall Street's not going to be too happy about this. All right? But what we need is a movement of people to tell Wall Street that when, as a result of their greed, recklessness, and illegal behavior, you bailed them out, now it's time for them to help the middle class of this country. So as president, yeah, that's what I will tell them. But what's more important is I'll say, look out the window, read your emails, listen to your phone calls. That's what the American people want. So what this campaign is about, and we call it, is creating a political revolution. And that means we bring millions of people together in the middle class, working people, low-income people, black and white, young and old. We bring people together to create a government that works for us all. That's what it's about. But we need to do that. I need your help. I need your help in terms of the Iowa caucus. I need you to bring out your friends. If we win here in Iowa, and I think we've got a good chance to do it, and if we win in New Hampshire, and I think we've got a good chance to do that, We have a road to victory. So if you are interested not just in electing somebody to be president, but if you're interested in transforming the United States of America, if you're interested in participating in a political revolution, we need your help. Thank you.